Hey everybody, Tracy Repchuk here, and I've got an exciting event planned for you this evening because I am with my good friend Ann DeVere. It has been amazing. We've known each other for years, and just a little while back I got to appear on her program. She does a online TV training and speaker training and all of this amazing stuff so that you can get your message out there, which you guys know that's what I'm all about. And after appearing with Ann, I knew I had to introduce you to her so that you could get to know the amazing stuff she does and get involved. I've already got a few of my key platinum players in with her, and now I'm opening it up for everybody. So I'm actually going to let Ann explain to you everything that she's up to.
Wow, Tracy, thank you so much. I mean, it was absolute pleasure having you on. You know, so many people were raving about the great information you shared. You know, it's just the way you explain things, and you know, and I can see why your people love you so much. Seriously, it was amazing. Thank you for that. And you're going to be coming back for season 2, so I really appreciate that. You know, I'm so looking forward to sharing more of my people with you because between the two of us, I think it's going to make such a huge impact in what they do moving forward, between learning how to use video and then following you in the ways that you get them out there in a big way. And it's like, oh my God, I can't wait to see the results that we co-create supporting the same people. So thank you for having me on. I really appreciate it. And by the way, I want to introduce Barbara Wainwright. Barbara was actually, yes, Barbara was on the program with us last season. She's the CEO of, well, we got you muted, Barbara.
Yeah, I'll just say hello. I'm the CEO. Hi, how are you? It's so good to see you, Tracy. And I mean, this is the fun part of being and hosting a show and doing your own show is you get to see everybody and share all the good news. I just want to say thank you for having me on. I am here to testify and give my testimonial for how great the season was. And Tracy, Ann is right. You delivered so much content. It was very valuable and so worthwhile, and we're grateful for that. I just want to say, you know, this is an opportunity right now that you're going to learn about turn your show into cash and what that means and how much detail you're going to get, as well as what great value you've got coming right your way. It's so exciting, so I'm going to be quiet so you can get some good juicy stuff from Ann.
Exactly, and that's why I brought you. And again, I'm just going to reiterate everyone why I brought Ann in, and as you can see from Barbara too, the people that I met on her show, the crew and cast members. You see, this is a production that she puts on, and if you're lucky enough to be selected as a cast member, that is an off-the-hook situation, because that's like being on reality TV and you're in front of you know, a lot of people on Google Hangout, and then she's got a distribution channel that you get to after for millions of people. And because, you know, most of the people I deal with are speakers and authors and heart-centered entrepreneurs and holistic practitioners with a message, I just knew Ann's program, it's so critical, guys, that you get involved, because even if you're behind the scenes and you aren't selected as a crew member or a cast member, holy mackerel, the data you're going to get is live, tested, proven, and it's the information that you need for the next level of your business.
Wow, thank you. Yeah, and you know what? Well said, because this is it's everything that I'm going to be sharing with you. And by the way, grab your pad and pen, you know, open up your Word docs, whatever you need to do to be taking notes, because I'm going to be delivering a lot of very, very rich content really fast, and some things I will dive in really deep that I know is going to make a huge difference. But this is going to really transform how you see yourself and how you see web TV forever. And yeah, and the way we actually have planned everything, it's well, the best way to easiest and the most profound way to learn something is by doing it yourself. The second best way is by watching other people do it. And this is where we decided to take this whole training and turn it, it's basically a TV show on how to have your own web TV show. You get to watch people interact and plan and produce their show, and you know, it's like watching The Apprentice. I'll tell you more about the structure of it, and it's just so much fun. We have a blast. I love to have fun. When I'm working, I want to have fun. If it's not fun, I'm not doing it. And being able to work with people in real time and see the transformation, oh my God, it's just so much fun. You'll see why in just a second. But, you know, we have limited time together, and I have a lot of information to share. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go ahead and switch into my second camera so I can share my PowerPoint with you. And by the way, this is one of the things you'll be learning how to do on your own in the program, okay? So using all these different ways on your own. I don't even need a production crew. How cool is that? Well, anyway, so let's get to it. Right now, here's what's happening. I want to do a reality check so you really understand what's at your fingertips. This is it. You probably already know, you've heard about it. Google Hangouts and WebTV are transforming everything we see. There's a huge wave coming at us, okay? It's like a tsunami, you know, hitting us, what's happening out there. Between the two of them, they're transforming everything that we're doing. They're changing every aspect of marketing as we know it. So it's up to you right now. You can ride the wave and be on the cutting edge with this, or you can basically get swept under. Well, we're here to make sure you don't get swept under, that you're going to be riding all the way to success. It's a big wave, like I said, it's just huge. You know, so we want you to take advantage of what's happening. Now, to put things like in a way where you just understand the power of what you have at your fingertips right now. Google Hangout is a powerful broadcasting platform, just like any other broadcasting platform that the traditional network television has been using it. So it's a very powerful tool at your fingertips. It's up to you how you use it. A lot of people are already catching on. Okay, you see all kinds of really cool cooking shows and, you know, health and wellness shows. Every type of show is coming up out there. And you have people, literally bands, that are impacting the globe with their music. They're building their fan base across the globe, broadcasting from their garages. I mean, how cool is that? It's like, it's so much fun to see what's happening out there. And if that's not enough, get this. The President of the United States and the First Lady are using it to connect with their people and get the message across, to interact and see what's happening, to stay connected. So do you see the power of this? And what I love about it is that it's at your fingertips right now, and it's free. So it's up to you, though. You know, if you're out there, you're already using it. A lot of people are using it just like that. You know, you can be a talking head, or you can actually turn it into a web TV show. You can have either one. And if you're out there starting right now, even if you're just like the talking head, if you will, that's the terminology for it, kudos to you, because you know what? Most of the people out there haven't even started using video yet. So if that's where you are, wonderful. We're going to show you how to go from a talking head into a talk show set. Okay? And a lot of it is very easy to do. And that's the thing about me, by the way. I make the complicated simple. I take the essence of the most powerful part and explain it and bring it to people in a way that feels doable. It feels like fun, and it's, you know, you'll just see as you follow, you're going to be learning so much in just the 1 hour that we have together. So let's get to it. All right. Now, the thing I love about this is you actually have a choice. If you like to get out there and interact with people, interact your audience and, you know, your clients and customers, if you're already interacting with them, this is perfect, because you can go on live, you know, like we're doing right now. We're interacting with each other. Or if you want to be a little bit more structured, you want to have, you know, something pre-recorded to broadcast out there, you can do that. But the best thing about this is that the live portion that you are doing, the live show that you're doing, will be recorded and stored on YouTube at the same time, so you can have the recording as well. Now, why is that important? Well, it gives you freedom. Okay, you can actually have your show broadcasting, interacting with people while you're doing some of the things that you love. What are the things that you've been putting off? You know, maybe you're playing a round of golf, or maybe you just want to relax by the beach. Whatever you want to do, your show can be broadcasting while you do that. You could be spending some time with your kids. I have a 16-year-old, and she's growing so fast. I feel like I'm missing, you know, a lot of time. And, you know, I went to a lot of her soccer games, but I wish I could have gone to more. So now you can do that. You don't miss time with family. Or how about if you want to cruise the world? If you've been putting off traveling because you can't take vacation time because you're working, guess what? Your recorded broadcast will go out there, but even better, you can be broadcasting your show globally. You can be taking your show on the road, and that makes it a lot more fun for you, a lot more fun for your audience too. It's like we watch Good Morning America, not from New York, then they're in Hawaii. I mean, how cool is that? It's so much fun having this option and having it right at our fingertips anytime we want right now. And believe me, it's everybody's catching on. It's just you have to get out there, and so you understand the power of this. Right now, 89 million people are watching 1.2 billion videos in one day. Okay, now a lot of those people are getting pretty sophisticated. They're searching, a lot better. Every time we want something, we go look on YouTube. So we're actually know where to search. Now the better videos are always ending up at the top. So between YouTube and Google Hangout, they're interacting with each other. Like I said, you have something on Google Hangout, it automatically is saved on YouTube. So it's done for you. Now, right now we can broadcast on Facebook at the same time. And of course, the mobile phones. A lot of people are watching full-length feature films on mobile phones. That's how good they're getting. And of course, there's all these other mediums that you can get the video out from, between video blogs and all the other ones. We could sit here for an hour really name them, but you get the point. Okay. Now here's the other thing that's really, 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 really exciting, and I want to make sure you get how exciting this is, because right now there are more opportunities for you to get out there. People are looking for you. Great quality content is needed. TV shows are needed. Guest experts are needed. Because of technology, there are more distribution channels available than there are good quality shows. And remember, I said good quality shows, because there are a lot of talking heads, but not enough shows. Are you getting the picture? Mm-hmm. So if you just learn how to do that, they're going to be chasing after you. How do I know that? Because I had them chasing after me. We have our access to experts interviews online. Next thing I know, I'm getting somebody contacting me on Facebook saying, "Can we talk? We love your show. Can we put it on our network?" And I said, "Why, sure, I can have a conversation." Next thing I know, it's like, "Listen, we have over 200 million viewers monthly that we need content for, and we can't find enough good content." I said, "You know what? I know exactly what you mean, because we're launching GVN TV, the Global Visibility Network, and I ran into the same thing, looking for great content. So I decided to put a training together to make sure my people are trained properly, and the shows are great, and the sponsors are great, so it's working." And you'll see what this whole mechanism is. And they're like, "Well, anybody that you have, we want, because guided by you, and because they saw the system, what I'm doing, it's like, we want your people." So what I'm telling you right now is that pay attention to what I'm sharing with you. I'm following what I'm saying. I'm following the teaching from Tracy. You are going to be so far ahead of everybody else, because we're looking for you. You create the content, we'll get you out there. And so now I realize a lot of you don't know me, so let me just give you a couple of things about me. Now, just recently, we were invited to present at the Digital Hollywood Conference. This is where TV and film producers go twice a year, spring and fall, to stay, on a cutting edge. They want to know exactly what's going on. There are over 300 speakers each time. This is a huge, huge conference. Well, we were invited to present on Google Hangout, how to have a web TV show on Google Hangout. We were the only ones invited, by the way. And let me tell you, there was such an interest. People were overflowing into the hallway. And so just to let you know, it's that important. Google Hangout is that important. It's that powerful. And we're teaching you how to leverage every bit of power it has. I mean, I hope you're getting excited, because it was very exciting for me. Now, just so you know, we didn't just start doing this. We have been working with the expert next door for over 8 years, teaching them how to get themselves out there and be interviewed and be the go-to expert when something breaks in the news, how to speak in sound bites so people keep wanting you back. So this is something we've been doing, and we have really fine-tuned the whole process of working with the expert next door. which is really different than somebody who's already in show business looking to break into the movies. It's a different mindset. Well, we know that mindset, and that's what we've been doing. And just so you know, everything that we're teaching works beautifully on the web. I'm going to go full screen here because this one is it's very important to get your viewers, okay? Because everything that we're teaching needs to get out there. And this is a testimonial from Mark Harris. He's the thought leader behind Thought Leaders. That basically, we took the high-quality video interview that Ann produced for us and used a special process to put it up on YouTube. It quickly ranked to #1 on my main keyword, but what's really exciting is this. It has stayed at top of YouTube. It's stayed at the top of YouTube for over 4 years now. And so why is that important? And what did we do with it? It's the process that I'm sharing with you right now. That's what we did. It's content rich, and everybody's looking on YouTube, but they're looking for good videos. But the beauty of this is that it has worked for 4 years and is still going strong because of the kind of video it is. Okay, interviews. That's what it is. It's really interviews. So now the other thing that I want you to know, not only this works, on YouTube. Now, if you want to dominate any market, that's where to go. Now, it also works in traditional media, and Tracy can tell you all about this. Once you get out there, people want you. When you see you are a good interview, people want you. And that's what happened with Kyriakos. He went to a 2-day training with us. He got himself on one of the shows because he knew how to explain what he was talking about. He was fun to listen to, and he was content rich. He was asked to go on show after show after show. Actually, Tracy, I'm going to come to you because I know that you know all about this, how to get people out there, and yourself as well.
Yeah, and it's really important to be out there, which is why I love what you're doing, because once you have the proper training behind you, now you know how to take it to TV stations. And even before you can get on TV stations, they want to see a demo reel. They want to see what do you look like on TV, whether it's TV online or whether it's the real deal. So practicing and honing your skill here is such a brilliant way to go about it, because the way I went was extremely expensive, totally worth it, but man, if I'd have seen something like yours ahead of time, I could have possibly got on the TV stations.
Yeah. No, and that's a great point that you brought up, Tracy, because it can be very costly to get out there in the way that you do. Publicists, and publishers and everybody else who wants you out there in a big way, it's all coming out of your pocket, So it costs a lot of money, media training, everything. And this is why what we do, like I said, we started this over 8 years ago. Initially, I designed this to get my clients. At that time, I was doing, consulting, business consulting and marketing. I wanted my clients to get out there in a big way. So I teamed up with my husband, Michael, who has been in television for over 30 years, from directing the 6 o'clock news to producing, some of the infomercials with the top producers in New York. And he's an Emmy Award-winning video editor. So we merged business growth with television, and we ended up with access to experts. And here is why we did that. Because getting on TV, like Tracy was alluding to, you need a reel for people to see what you look like. The TV show producers have to account for everything they do. So if they put somebody on that's not good, it makes them look bad. People click through, they don't watch, it makes them look bad. So they can't take any chances. That's why they always want to see how you look, what you look like, and more importantly, what do you have to share, And we would take people into the studio and conduct the interview so they had something to show. And so our show, Access to Experts, launched quite a few careers in a much bigger way. So anyways, very, very important. I just wanted to kind of get that point across, because once you get out there, everybody wants you, and the same thing is happening on WebTV. Once they see, because everybody's watching each other's shows, once they see you and you're good, you are asked to go. It's like it goes viral almost. So, anyways, let's get to. Boy, you know what? I just love this stuff. I'm so excited, and I'm very, very mindful of all this information I have to share with you. And I naturally talk fast, anyways. But this is so exciting. I'm psyched. I'm psyched. So now, but this is a really important point I want to get across to you. This is the gold rush. Web TV is taking over everything. So this is the time. This is it. You know what? This is like the frontier days. You know, the wild, wild west, whatever you want to call it. You know, there's no the traditional broadcasting, all the rules and regulations, we don't have to adhere by yet, okay? So it's there for the taking. As a matter of fact, if you know anything about American history, during the gold rush, people would walk down the street and pick up the golden nuggets. That's how many there were, but you can't find them anyway, at least not in a golden nugget shape. But this is it. It's the same idea. It's the gold rush. It's there for taking. All you have to do is decide, what do you want to do? What is the title you want to claim? Okay, what is it? Because you can pretty much take over everything. I mean, seriously, who is the go-to talk show host on television that everybody knows and loves?
Oprah.
Oprah. Yeah. Right. Oprah it is. Well, who is the go-to show host on Web TV?
I really know.
Got me.
Silence. Nobody. It can be you. It's like on traditional TV, health and wellness, Dr. Russ, Web TV. Nobody. You get what I'm saying? It's wide open. So take advantage of what we're teaching. And if you follow what I'm telling you, you're going to be able to do that. And you're going to be surprised how inexpensive it is to do this. Literally, I'm going to show you as far as the equipment that you'll be needing and even this program itself. It's like, it's ridiculous. For a few $100s, you can get all this amazing information to start with. Okay, so I want you to know, because I know a lot of times as soon as we start teaching, there's so much content and the possibilities of what it can do. You can go global. You can have clients globally. I mean, think about it. And people are like, well, it's going to cost a lot of money, because it costs a lot of money to get ready for TV. But this doesn't, because we need you. We need show hosts. We need guest experts. So we're actually putting together something collaborative here. Okay, we're supporting each other. So for that reason, do not underestimate, as far as what the cost of this is going to be once you find out. Oh boy, and I'm excited about that too.
Me too.
Okay, so here we're going to go into teaching mode right now. Okay, so put on your thinking cap, because we're going to eliminate some of the things that are holding you from really getting out there in a big way and claiming your territory, claiming your title, and getting the things that you want. So what's keeping you from using the #1 marketing tool out there, meaning Web TV? What's keeping you from using it? Think of the things that just pop up right away. Why are you not out there with your show? I will share with you the top 3 reasons that I've been getting from our clients, okay? The first one is fear, okay? Plain old fear. They're afraid of looking and sounding unprofessional on camera, okay? Well, we can eliminate that, because with some simple exercises, you will be excited about getting on camera. Just like, actually, Barbara was one of the most reluctant people to get on camera to begin with, and and she just loved it. She just pops off the screen now, and it's not that difficult to do that, okay? And the second thing people are always concerned about is the cost, because they heard, like, oh, it's going to cost thousands of dollars to buy a camera and equipment and set up the studio and all that. And it's going to cost thousands of dollars to produce a video. Yes, it can, and it does, but it doesn't have to. Because of technology being what it is, we can show you how to get started with just a few $100s, but you have to get started, okay? It's amazing. It's knowing how to use the tools. That's what makes all the difference, and we'll be showing you that. And finally, the third major reason is lack of knowledge on how to get themselves out there. Because a lot of people, I know, they have produced videos, they have spent thousands of dollars even going into a studio. And the video is just sitting there or sitting on their website. They don't know how to use it to get out there. Well, I hope by telling you earlier that we're looking for you. We have, just us, the contacts that we have access to over 200 million viewers monthly. And by the way, some of those viewers are at the airports. Until now, CNN had the monopoly at the airports. No more. So, whether you're in health and wellness, business, anything like that, you can be at the airports where people are sitting there, captive audience, and they can't switch through the channels. You remember they're sitting there watching you. And it's wonderful. We have access to the Food Network. You name it, we have it. But again, we're looking for good quality. So I hope we eliminated number 3 altogether because you show up, you do what you're supposed to follow, which is follow the instructions step by step. You're gonna be known. You're gonna be having people wait for you. So the big question: what does it take to create a web TV show, and most importantly, to turn it into cash? And this is where I'm going to be showing you our system. It's called the TriFactor, and this is a system we've developed over the past 8 years in working with the expert next door. You know, it includes everything you need to get ready, get on the set, which is producing your video, and get paid. So let me tell you how that works. So get ready, it sounds like it is. You just have to get ready, preparing yourself, looking and sounding great on camera, and that's a learned skill. Everybody can do that. Getting on the set is producing your video. You can do that with the simple steps that we'll be showing, or getting the help that you need. Either way, you'll know how to do it and get paid. This is a monetization note. So this is the part where I want you to understand. If you're going to be doing this, you have to make sure you have all three included in there. If you don't have all three, it's not going to work. So I want you to understand this. So let me explain to you how it works. If you only do one or two of these things, you're not going to be getting the results you're looking for. Like, for example, if you get ready and you produce videos, but you do not have your monetization mechanism of how you're going to turn it into cash, get yourself out there, you're going to be wasting a lot of time and money. And I know a lot of people have done that, and you probably do too. Now, what if you get ready and you go out there and get paid? A lot of you are doing that right now. You're really good at what you do. You know how to get yourself out there. You figured out ways of networking and meeting people, getting clients, and you're getting clients, but you haven't really got into using video yet, okay? In that case, you're actually going to be outdated very, very quickly because it is catching on. Like it or not, it's happening. Like it or not, show business has come into our business. And we have to embrace it. And you can do it easily, or you can go kicking and screaming, but you have to do it. Okay? Finally, or you don't have to. You can always go out of business, you know, and stay small. It's up to you. If that's what you want, it's fine. It really is. You know, but if you want to go big, if you want to be known globally, you have to embrace it. Okay? Now, what if, you know, you get on a set, you're producing your videos, and you're already making money with it? A lot of people are doing that. They say it's easy. You know, you just turn on the camera and get out there and people pay. Well, right now they will. You know, but pretty soon you are going to be damaging your credibility big time. And why is that? Because the audience is getting much more sophisticated. Okay, they're used to watching television, and remember, there are people who are now producing web TV shows. So the talking heads are not going to be good enough anymore. So if you're one of the ones who's at the beginning, at the cutting edge, you're the one with the TV show, then you're the one who's going to be claiming the territory, and you're the one who's going to be ahead of the curve. So this is why you need all three to work together, and this is why the information I'm going to be sharing with you now going forward, there are 12 steps. These are 12 things you need to do to be able to do it. And again, I hope you're taking some notes, because some of this content is very, you know, you're going to be needing to take a lot of notes with this. Okay, so factor one is get ready. So let me tell you what you need to get ready. The first thing is, like I said, you need to claim your title. We talked about that already. The second thing is stepping into your celebrity self. See, once you claim a title, you know, say, oh, I want to be the go-to show host, whatever, choose whatever your niche is, there is this little voice inside of you saying, oh, I don't know, I don't think I can do it, okay? So this is where we go ahead and eliminate that reluctance, because yes, you can be the go-to show host in whatever niche you want, and there's all kinds of things to work with that. But that's not what I want to share with you right now, because what I want to share with you right now is step three. Step three is where it's all. This is the information you're not going to get anywhere else, or you're going to go to TV producers and you're going to charge you thousands of dollars just to give you a couple of ideas, because this is what makes a TV show. You need to identify your authentic style so people know who you are and you know what you want to present. And the formatting of your show, I'm going to tell you exactly what to do in just a second. And you need to understand your most profitable product, because you are going to be featuring yourself, right? It's your show. So what are you going to be featuring on your show? The purpose of your show is for you to grow your business, to make the impact you're supposed to, or whether it's a nonprofit, Okay, whatever it is, you need to have a reason. And don't make a mistake in thinking that traditional television is not starting from that place. Everything is designed. What is it that they're going to be offering? Okay, now the most profitable, your most profitable audience. That's the thing that you have to also realize. Who are you talking to? What's important to them, so you know what to put in your show. And then finally, your ideal guest expert. Okay, who are you going to have on your show? So this is the meat and potatoes. This is the foundation of your show. You know the answer to this, you're going to be able to, you're going to be ahead of 99% of the people out there, and that's what I'm going to be sharing with you right now. So the first thing is you have to decide, do you want to be a solo host, a co-host, or a panel? Each one of them have their pros and cons, but if you're just starting out, I recommend you choose the co-host, and here's why. When there are two people interacting, the energy is dynamic. It's a lot more fun. And you're supporting each other. And another reason your audience will gravitate towards one or the other. So together you're going to be attracting a lot more people. Okay? And finally, it's easier to make a decision with somebody else, especially in the beginning, and covering the cost of producing your show, whatever, however much or however little it is. So I suggest you start with that. If you don't have anybody in mind, get a co-host for the week. Okay, start from there. Maybe you'll have 6 or 8 different co-hosts until you find the one you like, but that's where you start. That's crucial. So the next thing you need to do is figure out what your show is going to be about, the format of your show. I'm going to share with you a template, just one, and then we have like 9 others that you can choose from. So with this, like each week you can have different segments in there, and it's all there very easily, so you don't have to think about it. But let me just tell you one to start with, because it's a generic one. You always start with a 1-minute intro, okay? What the show is about, what they're going to be learning in that segment. Next, you go for interviews. The reason for this is that as you're interviewing the thought leaders in your industry, they're bringing their people with them. And also your expert status by association. Think about expert status level goes up by association with somebody who is a thought leader. So if they see you with them, so instantly, you're going to be thought of in a much higher level as an expert, or maybe you get a lot more global visibility because they have a much bigger reach. So you definitely want to bring people on. Plus, of course, you want to be supporting your audience, so you want to bring best of the best to the show. And then you always want to have a 30-second video tip. This is great because you can actually use the 30-second video tips to get out there yourself. But think about this. People don't like 30-second commercials. We flip through the channels. We don't want to watch it. But we do love to get tips, right? Think Dr. Oz. It's like nonstop 30-second commercials, 1-minute commercials about a product that we want to know about. So this is perfect opportunity for you to get sponsors. Okay? This is huge. Now, the next thing you want to do, like a product demonstration, some kind of an assessment tool, or anything that's interactive, gets people doing something, having fun with you. Okay? And then you go another 30-second video tip, and then another segment with 10 questions, like the top 10 questions. You can get people sending in questions. You can have them interacting with you. As a matter of fact, you should just go ahead and put in some of your questions, comments just below, and there's going to be a very special gift that's going to be sent to you if you post. So you want to be interacting, right? This is, you want to get a way you want to get your audience interacting. Even if you're watching this on a replay, go ahead and comment, because we're going to be watching the comments and responding, and we will be sending you this very special gift that I'm going to be telling you in a second. So there is a 1-minute wrap-up. What did you just talk about? Okay, so this is a 30-minute format. Now, if you follow this and you think about who you're going to be having as a co-host, that you have a show already starting, but there's something really important that you need to know. Who are you going to have on your show? A lot of people are like, oh my God, who should I ask? What should I do? This is a tough one. Well, actually, I'm going to make it very easy for you, because I'm going to show you exactly how to do that. I'm going to give you a really good example. Now, to do this, I'm going to go actually full screen so you can see it really well. I picked the wedding industry because everybody knows the wedding industry. Either they've been married or they know somebody who's gotten married or somehow everybody knows what it takes to put on a wedding. So I figured it's a really good example. So who supports the bride and the groom when they're getting married? Well, the very first thing, usually, they have a wedding planner, okay? They get a wedding planner to help them plan. And then there's a videographer and a photographer. You have to document those precious moments, okay? Then we have the jeweler and, of course, the invitation vendor to get the people to the wedding, the limousine services to get the bride and the groom to the wedding. And how about the reception halls? And how about the baker and the caterer? You gotta keep people fed and feeling happy, right? And of course, let's not forget the florist. You got to have the beautiful bouquet and the bridal shop. Nothing starts, you can't see a bride without a beautiful wedding gown. And of course, the travel agency, because look, you got to go on that honeymoon, right? So think about it. This is like 12 different industries supporting the bride and the groom for that one day. And here's the other part in this. There are a lot more industries that could be supporting the bride and the groom, but I want you to see beyond. This is an industry. Like there are many jewelers that can be interviewed. There are many photographers that can be interviewed. So it's endless. You could have the show going for months. Now, think about yours. Who else does your audience need to be supported by? Those are the people that are going to be your ideal guest experts because it's relevant, it's fun, it's interactive, and you're going to have a lot of people who are not only going to want to be on your show because they want access to your audience, but they will be very happy to become your sponsors. You see this? I mean, I hope you're jumping for joy right about now because I have given you a complete plan of how you're going to be planning on producing your show. And this is only one half of Module 3, by the way. Okay, this is only one half of Step 3. But I did want to dive in really deep with this because if you get this, this is something you're not going to get anywhere else, and I wanted you to have this because I want you to get started. I hope you'll join us, but even if you don't, I want you to get started on your own because you have enough information here to get started. Okay? So let's see. Boy, I tell you, I'm charged up here just going through the stuff. Okay, so now step 4, the things are going to go a little bit faster now. Okay, step 4 is about putting together your message. Knowing what information you're going to get out there, and there's like 9 emotional touch points. So touch point number 1 is grab their attention. Number 2 is shake their confidence in what they're doing, and touch point number 3 is build their confidence in you. And there are 6 others. But I wanted you to kind of get an idea of what really goes in there when you're interacting with people. Like for example, the question, are you paying too much for your car insurance? It's a question. This question alone covers touch point number 1 and touch point number 2 because it grabs people's attention and it's making them wonder, am I making the best possible decision? And that gives you the doorway to enter to build their confidence in you by educating them, giving them information as to what they have available to them so they can compare, do they have the right thing? And this is how it's done. This is just, 3 of the 9. Now, you already have the answer to all this. It's us showing you how to take it and structure it in a different way. And if this sounds familiar to you, I hope it does because these are the fundamentals of marketing, okay? This is something that you should know, and I hope you know, I hope you're using it. You just apply it to video. You just apply it to your TV show and the information you're getting out there. You see this? I mean, we're just taking what you already know and repurposing it. Now, the other thing, scripting, we actually have 2 modules on scripting because it's that important. It's really that important. So whether it's a 30-second commercial, a 30-second video tip, or a 1-hour show, it has these 3 components. The hook to grab their attention and have them wanting more. The body to educate and gain trust. This is about 90% of your content, okay? And then call to action. This is very important because at this point, at the end of it, your people will want to know more. So you want to tell them where to go to get more information, whether it's an assessment tool or some kind of video that they can watch because you can't deliver everything in 1 hour or in 1 minute or in 3 minutes, whatever the time frame you have. Like, I can't deliver everything in 1 hour. Look at how fast I'm talking, okay? So, and I can't get it in there fast enough. But at the same time, you need to know how to put together a call to action that also brings you the results that you want. So your clients and you have to meet in the middle. And how do you figure that? This is something you definitely need to know about. Okay? So here we go. Let's go. Now, step 6, it's about making the camera love you. There are some really cool things you can do to show up on camera, but you don't have to try that hard. And I'm not going to spend a lot of time on this because there are simple things that you already know how to do. We just show you how to do it better. And there's a lot of opportunity for you to learn that. Whew, all of that was all factor 1. 6 steps. Half of our program is getting ready. That's how important it is because that's building your foundation. When you have a good show, then you don't have to worry about production. You don't have to worry about marketing because it's good. All right, so here we go. Step 7 is producing your pilot. You get this? Week 7, you're already producing the pilot of your show. This is where you're going to be shooting your interviews and you're going to be broadcasting Google Hangout. You're going to learn how to edit your videos. Doesn't mean you have to edit your videos, but it means that you do need to know how to, so you can guide the video editors. So if you're a techie, there's some great tools available, but if you're not, you still should know how to use it. Now, this is the fun part. The bonus training that I told you about, worth $97, this is it. So if you haven't, already started, posting and commenting and, asking questions, I suggest you do it now because this is what's going to get you going. This is how to set up your home studio for under $300. Okay, and it includes the broadcasting, the webcam, the headset, backdrop, and lights. I'm going to show you exactly how to do that. I'll be sending you a special video that will show you how to do that. So what do you think of that? Okay, so start posting, get interactive, and let's see what you got there. All right, now, moving on. Boy, I'm on a roll here, aren't I? Okay. Okay, so we're moving on to factor 3. It's all about getting paid. This is what this whole thing is about. That's the crowning touch on this. We're doing all this work to make sure we're generating some money, right? Growing our business, getting ourselves out there, getting the visibility that we're looking for. Well, this is where you have to look at it. It's a business after all. You have to put together a business plan. Everybody says, I want to make $1 million. Well, wonderful. Well, how are you going to do that? Oh, gee, I don't know. Do you have a plan? Well, no, something will happen. No. You need to know what you're doing. This is why, because our clients are speakers, authors, coaches, and consultants who want to get out there and make a difference. A lot of them don't like to sit there and crunch numbers, so we made this even easy. Because when you're broadcasting a TV show, when you're producing a TV show, you need to know exactly what it's going to cost you, how you're going to make money. That's how, do you think a single show goes out, on the network without them doing all this way, way ahead of time? Not a shot. So think about your show as a business to make money. Well, you need to know some simple things. We actually have made this easy for you too. We have the calculations on how to make $100,000. Okay. And whether you want to know how to make it from sponsorship dollars, whether it's from membership programs, or whether it's for a particular program that you want to promote on your show, you need to know how to do this. And there are really 7 critical numbers. But the first 3 numbers that you need to know are how many leads do you need? Okay, and how much should you charge, and what should your profit margin be? These are just 3 of the 7 numbers that you need to know. But this is all calculated for you as well, so you don't have to really worry about it. But then you can actually have fun changing this. So it's for 100,000. Well, maybe you want to know what it would take to make $1 million, and I hope you do, and you will do that. No, after you figure out that you're going to be needing a certain amount of leads. Well, then it comes to step 9. How are you going to get those leads? Maximum exposure for maximum profit. You're going to take a look at the social media you're going to be using, repurposing your content, because you are an expert. You have a lot of content out there already. You have maybe the ebooks, and you have all these papers you've written, and you have audios that you have. So you have a lot of content to start with. You can actually take your video and repurpose it the other way around. Okay, you can take your video and turn it into audio, and all these different ways you're going to be using it. And of course, at this point, because you're going to be doing so well, getting everything in place, you're going to be needing a little bit of help. Virtual assistants are a great way to get what you need. They're very cost effective, and they specialize in whatever you need. There's so many of them. We're actually putting together a whole team that will support in this because there aren't many trained on video production. So guess what? We're going to make sure that they are. Okay? And finally, step 10, this is all about co-op marketing. Now, this is where you decide who your sponsors, affiliates, and joint venture partners are. And I'm not going to go into it, but hint, I gave you a huge circle in step 3, remember? But knowing the relationship, knowing which one is the right one and how to approach them is the key. And this is something you will also learn because you always want to approach the right one with the right offer. Otherwise, it's not going to work. So knowing the difference between the 3 as far as your relationship, which is the key here, is going to make all the difference. And then finally, step 11, multi-channel publicity. It's web PR. This is about getting the media to love you. You are interacting with them every single day. Social media and web PR, I mean, they have leveled the playing field for everybody. And I know that Tracy is teaching us some great ways of doing it because she's a master at it. You know, she's just amazing. Actually, I'm learning from her, and I will be jumping in there, getting some help from her because I want to make sure that I'm maximizing everything. And that's the beauty of this. You know, it's all about knowing what your strengths are and getting help where you need it, where it's not your expertise, and this is where magic happens. Once you know how to get your message out there, whether it's mobile, internet, or television, or radio, whatever medium you want to use, you want to get it out there, you know, as I said, multi-channel publicity. Mm-hmm. So finally, step 12, you're done. You're on the air. And you want to make sure that you have your marketing engine going and you have your shows producing. They're getting better, and you're getting better as you go and growing in popularity, getting your voice out there in a big way. These are the 12 steps you need to be able to get yourself out there and claim your territory and build your fan base and make the difference and the impact that you're supposed to make, because I know that, you know, especially the people we're attracting, it's not just us getting out there for ourselves, but there is a need to get out there. And I can tell you, one of my needs is to make a difference in other people's lives and sharing the knowledge that I have, okay? And I know most people that we're attracting are that way, and I know Barbara is that way. I know definitely Tracy is that way too. So this is what I'm talking about, is being able to do the things you want in a way that makes your life easy and comfortable. Anybody want to jump in at anything at this point?
Oh, I'll jump in. One, this was absolutely awesome, totally rocked my world. And of course, this is why, again, I was so excited to collaborate with you. And guys, I was on season 1. I'm going to be on season 2. And the reason I'm doing this is it's so important that we leverage. Google Hangout is definitely where it's all going. And we need to make sure that we are ahead of the curve. Just like I taught you guys, get ahead of the curve on the internet, get ahead of the curve on TV, get ahead of the curve on social media. We need to be ahead of the curve right now with this. And Anne is the person that we need to be doing this with. I'm partnering with her. I want you to partner with her. I want you to join us on this journey because it is absolutely going to be a riot.
It is, and I'm absolutely psyched about doing this with you because I see what you're doing, and I can't wait to see what happens when people embrace both of our programs. Exactly. You know, it's just like one and one. It's like when you take two separate things. If anybody loved chemistry in school, you know, you can take two, you know, individual components and then mix them together, and you're creating something that's like totally new, and amazing things happen. And that's what I see happening here. Yeah, because, yeah, well, you know, Tracy walked me through a strategy session when we first got together. I was like, oh my God, I love the way she thinks. So I'm actually adopting some of the suggestions that she gave me right now, incorporating in what I'm doing. And so we're going to be supporting each other. That's going to mean we're going to be getting a lot more exposure for both of us. And like you said, join us. The water's fine. Jump in. Yeah. And Barbara, I see you smiling over there. And
well, yeah, you know, having been to the program, and I got the wonderful privilege of being directed by guest experts every week, there's 3 guest experts that come on that share their infinite wisdom with us, and it's so rich. It's so rich. You know, you just need to be a part of it.
Oh my God! So I think it's maybe time to kind of share how the show is. Remember I told you that I like having fun. So here's how I've structured the show. So everybody's going to have a blast. It's a web TV show on how to have your own web TV show. You know, I got the idea from watching The Apprentice. You know, I'm a person where I see something, I see possibilities, I get really excited. So as I was watching that 1 hour episode, I was like, oh my God, that's a great idea. I love that. I love that. Then the thought came, you know what? I wish I was in that room with them when they were having those mastermind sessions. I wish I knew all the other things they talked about that we did not get to see that ended up on the cutting room floor. Now, what about all those phone calls they were making? What were they saying that got them those $100,000 donations? I want to know because I want to learn how to do it. So then I decided, you know what? I'm going to incorporate that with my program, and here's why. The most powerful, the most impactful way to learn something is by doing it yourself. The second most powerful and impactful way and lasting way to learn something is by watching somebody else do it step by step. So this whole program we have designed where you are able to watch our show hosts in training go through the process. We have 10 people in 2 groups, like you see on The Apprentice. Each one, you know, each group has an expert in business growth, money management, and empowerment, and health and wellness, and nonprofit. So whatever business you're in, there's going to be somebody that you see in a group. But here's the fun part. You actually get to watch them create their show. They're going through the training. And the best part is you get the same tools as they do. So here's the production schedule that we have put together. It's just now every Thursday you get a new module released. You get the video trainings, you get the tools, whatever that module needs. You get that delivered every Thursday. And this is actually designed for the busy professional. I'm busy. Everybody I work with is busy. So we can't spend hours and days on one thing. So it's designed to work within like maybe 2 to 3 hours. Some of them are just 1 hour you can actually do as you are watching the video. You just do the work. And some of them take a little bit of time, like the scripting module. You go through it, you fill it out, and then you fine-tune it. But everything is designed to be complete. Now, here's what happens. Every Thursday, like I said, you get the training and you work on it on your own, following the instructions. And then on Tuesdays, it's live training days. So what happens is at 1 o'clock to 2 o'clock Pacific time, you watch the 2 groups in their mastermind groups. So the 2 groups of 5. So each person has 10 minutes to share what they have done for that module with the rest of the group and get feedback. Now you are watching this happen. So as you're watching the feedback, you can be fine-tuning your work, what you have done based on the suggestions that they're getting. So it's up to you. You can choose one person and follow them throughout the 12 weeks, or you can get ideas from all 10 of them or any combination. It's up to you how you use the information. Feel free to use anything and everything that's being shared. Now, the other thing that happens right afterwards, from 2 o'clock to 3 o'clock, we go on the expert panel show. It's a discussion. This is where we bring in 2 to 3 experts for every module, and we talk about the different ways that particular module could be implemented. Like, for example, when Tracy was, one of the guest experts, we were talking about how to get the message out there. And this is where Steve Sambliss was actually on. We were talking about how, television needs and there's shortage of great content. So we were talking about what's needed. So you get to watch experts discuss the topic. So whatever the topic is, like, the 12 modules that I just told you. So as you're watching this, you can fine-tune your message even more. So actually, the cast members as well join you as well in a private members area when you're watching this portion of it. Then from 3 to 4 o'clock, the cast members that are show hosts in training join the expert panel, and this is where magic happens. Each one of them will have 5 minutes to ask a specific question. Remember, they're working along with you. They've been in a master, they worked on their own, and they've been in a mastermind group, so they have fine-tuned their message, and then watch the experts as you did, fine-tune the message some more, and then the spotlight session, so they get to ask specific questions. Now, if you have been at a seminar where you saw some hot seats, being done, you know how powerful it is, because you just watch one or two people, you get some ideas because you watch the transformation. Well, every week you get to watch 10 of them. You get to watch 10 of them, all the specific questions that are being asked, and this laser coaching and strategies are being, discussed right in front of your eyes. And again, you're free to use all of them at the same time. Now, this is huge. I don't know of any other program that's designed this way, and we did it because I know it works. It's fun, it's exciting, and it's just, you can't beat it. It just, everybody loved it, everybody. So in this case, I just want you to kind of really put things in perspective. Like, there's nothing out there that's designed the way we have. It's like you can go out there, you can get a media trainer, you can go out there, you can get a script writer, you can go out there and you can get a producer. You can do all of these things if you can find the right ones, but you're not going to find all the training, everything that's in one place working together, and that's the key, all of them working together. So I wanted to put things in perspective. If you were to go out there and get somebody to work on your celebrity mindset, which everybody in show business, they go through it. You pay anywhere from $500 to $1,000, easy. And then you go into media training, get $1,000 to $3,000, easy. It costs a lot more than that. Script, learning how to write scripts, at least $1,000. You want to hire a script writer? It'll cost you $20,000 if you want to get a good one. And how do you keep them? You need your show ongoing, right? So learning to do it yourself is the key, and you learn this here. Now, factor 2 is get on the set, producing your show, setting up your home studio. If you were to hire people to come in and do it for you, $1,000 to $2,000 easy, but you have step-by-step instructions on how to do it yourself, including how to use what I'm using right now. How I'm going back and forth between the different screens and using my PowerPoint with it. I'm here by myself. In traditional TV, it would take 6 to 10 people to do the same thing I'm doing. Okay, you learn how to do this in a very inexpensive way with some simple third-party software that costs about $100 a year, mind you. Okay, amazing stuff. This is because we've done all the research. We scour the globe, basically the internet, and finding everything and testing everything, and we bring it to you. Producing your videos, it's $2,000 to $10,000 easy if you're going to be getting a production company. Broadcasting your videos, depending on where you're going. So it's not just Google Hangout that you're using. We want to teach you how to use Google Hangout, but there are a lot of broadcasting platforms out there, and they cost money. What do you want to do with it? Okay, factor 3, get paid, turning your interview into cash. And this is your business plan. This is crucial, and that's going to be anywhere from $5,000 to $25,000. How do I know that? Because I charge $5,000 to do a blueprint for for one business owner. Well, we have taken everything that I've been using and made it easy for you to access it in the training. So I know it works. Multi-channel publicity, if you were hiring, a publicist, or if you were hiring a social media manager, you would be paying anywhere from $500 to $2,000 a month. And, all of these numbers, by the way, I'm lowballing all the way. Mm-hmm. And co-op marketing, this is priceless. You become part of a community where you not only are able to, get involved with them, but this is where you're going to find other people who are trained to show up on your show in a powerful way. So this is where you're going to find your guest experts. This is where you're going to be able to find people who are supporting you. These amazing things will happen here. Okay, so right now let's see now, I don't know what else to tell you here, but here's what we're going to do. I'm going to the total value here. By the way, I took the minimum of each one of those things that I showed you. If you could find it out there, you would be paying minimum this. And seriously, for one of them, you could be paying this. But let's say you were lucky enough to find, all these people, and they were just, minimum price, but they were given good, great quality content. Minimum $12,500. This whole thing is only $497.
No brainer.
Yeah.
I tell you, I've seen Ann's program, and I've been on it, and I've seen the production value that she has. This is the greatest training I've ever seen in my life for, honestly, the lowest price. And we are blessed and honored, I'm telling you, that we are getting in on the ground floor right now with Ann, because she has given me and therefore you guys a kind of privileged look into her community, where you're going to be able to see everything that's going on and do it yourself. And then you're also a fly on the wall for the cast members that were chosen as part of this audition process that she had a little bit earlier, and to where actually I'm honored that some of my clients have been selected simply because the value is just so there. And I have spent, again, I can tell you she is lowballing these numbers, because I have spent on scripting, I've spent on TV and media, I have spent on every single one of those aspects, probably closer to those higher amounts. And, you know, did I get value? Yes. But had somebody said to me, look, you can get all of this, everything we're looking at right at this minute, for like $497, honestly, my credit card couldn't come out fast enough. I'm like a home shopping network person when I see prices like this. I'm like, where do I go? Where's the card machine? You know. And so I'm telling you guys, there's a link that you're going to see below, and you're going to be able to click and take advantage of this opportunity. And we're all going to be part of this unbelievable, awesome community of people that are going to be at the forefront of getting our TV shows out there. I mean, my show's like, you know, Tech Talk with Tracy. I mean, I've got it all kind of structured and mapped and conceptually ready to go, and I'm just along for the journey now, as well as being a guest expert with Ann, and it's going to be an absolute blast. We're going to have a great time. We're going to, you know, smoke people out there when it comes to getting out there, because all of these videos, as you know, Google is the #2 search engine on the planet. Why? They're owned by Google, you know. So YouTube, sorry, is the #2. And same with Google Hangouts, right? It is absolutely, they have the Bermuda Triangle absolutely captured for search engine optimization. This is an opportunity to learn how to leverage all three of these and absolutely crush the competition. This is one of the pieces I love. Not to mention the 1,000 other benefits of the fact that you get to be shown how to craft your TV program, get online with your TV program, and when people are looking for guest spots on TV, or they're looking for the next Rachel Ray, or they're looking for, you know, the next Dr. Oz, whatever it is, I can guarantee you they are scouring YouTube for content to see. That's where Justin Bieber was discovered. That's where, you know, hundreds of others have come from. And so not only is it going to benefit your business immediately, because you're going to look like a celebrity, you're going to be an expert by association, you're going to dominate the internet, and you're going to create this relationship actually with even people that are just following you, because being in front of them like this, us waving and talking and saying hello, it's very intimate. You know, this is incredible. This is like two-way talking TV, you know. It's fantastic. And then to add the education and the ability for you to truly get your message out there to the world exactly like you wanted, in the exact way that you wanted, structured, formatted, and professional. There is no other way to learn it, all in one place, exactly like Ann says. And boy, when you combine it with, you know, the internet stuff that I'm teaching you and your websites, and make sure that you're professionally branded, and you add this TV show on top of it, we have the solution locked and loaded for the catapult of your business. And so please take advantage of what Ann's got. The link is right below. You know, yeah, I'm excited.
Yeah, thank you, Tracy, and I'm excited as well. You know, really, it's and by the way, the $497, it's because we are co-collaborating. Okay,
Right.
we're helping each other. And when next time when we do this, it's not going to be $4.97. With the season 3 will be in September. It's going to be at least triple the price, by the way. And because we know where we are right now at this point in time, the next 3 months are going to bring us huge, huge visibility. Remember, they're already watching us. We were asked to be at the Digital Hollywood Conference. People are watching us already. So I need to get a bunch of people in here. We want to take over Web TV. So for that reason, we want to make everything available to everybody that can come in, because this way we have a whole army of us taking over, delivering great content and helping each other grow. Because this is about collaboration. You know, it's about us helping each other. That's just what's going to happen.
Yep.
That's the community we're building. So join us, because we're going to be holding each other up. Really, we're going to be pulling each other up. You know, yay! And
Come on in.
there you go. Barbara went through the process, and Barbara, I want you to talk a little bit about, you know, the fun and the excitement and the actual experience of being in a program, because I've been delivering a lot of you know, how-to information and what's going to happen, what the program is. But this is a really fun, interactive program, and I think that just hearing from you exactly what your experience was, you know, going through it, it would be really helpful.
Okay, well, I'd like to share that, you know, in the beginning I didn't know what I was up against. I didn't want to do this. I didn't want to be on camera. So I'm going in as a reluctant show host, right? But very much encouraged to do this. So I got there, not knowing what to expect. And if you see my before pictures, you can see I didn't have a clue. So getting into the class and getting guided step by step and week by week, it's great because I also have a company that I'm running, and believe me, that when you own your own business, you know you're very busy. So that was trepidation too. Can I do this? Do I have enough time? Can I understand everything that's going on? And will I be able to do it? And you know, the good news is Anne has made it simple and fun and easy. And so going through each step when it's laid out like that and it's very methodical, see, that's part of it because it's a system that Anne has developed, and you can just tell from her going through the slides and all the steps that she's put together, that's years and years of experience that we couldn't possibly do without Anne. So I'm in gratitude for all of it. I just want to say, if you get in there and you get on camera and you are there, or you're just in the watching mode, whatever way you decide to join because this is going to serve you for the rest of your life. These skills and tools that you're going to learn are going to take you to the next level in your business, and it's going to you won't look back, and you will have this on board for the rest of your life. $497. It's crazy. Join us.
You know, you keep saying that. I'm going to feel like maybe I am crazy for $4.97. But no, we're sticking to it for this one. We will definitely triple it. We will definitely triple it for the next one. So come on in, everybody. Like Tracy said, it's the link is just below. Go ahead and join us. And you know, it's going to be an amazing ride. You're going to have lots of fun, but more importantly, you're going to go global.
And when is the start date? When do these guys get a chance? What's the cutoff?
Oh, it starts you know, next week on the 3rd. It starts June 3rd.
Exactly. So guys, you know, get in now. I mean, even when you can get in later, why miss an episode? Why miss a moment? Why hesitate? Get in now. Take advantage of this opportunity and make sure that you are part of our journey right from the beginning. You know, and we're just going to have a great time.
Yeah. And just one more thing, with a couple of them, we know we have selected some of the cast members, our show hosting training, but we're still holding off on a couple of them. So you still have an opportunity to audition and get in there. We have a couple of slots open. Because you know what I learned last season, I closed off the spots, and then all of a sudden there were a couple of people that came and said, "Ooh, I wish I had the spot open." So this time I'm keeping a couple of slots open. So if you are the one that we're really looking for, this is your time. This is your time to shine and get out there in a big way. Dive in now, because as people register, I'm going to look at it, and as soon as I see the person that's just right, we're going to close that spot. So you can have an opportunity to really be seen all 12 weeks, have people watch you. And you know what happens, we get attached to people if we watch them for 12 weeks. So you could actually be getting a lot of exposure because I'll be marketing with you. And so also the people that are watching you, they're going to learn about who you are, what you do, why you're so good at it, plus the laser coaching that you're going to be getting from the experts that you wouldn't otherwise get even access to. Most of them you can't even get next to. So if this is speaking to you, go ahead and register right away and let us know that you do want to audition to be on the show, and maybe you're the one I've been waiting for. For right now, let's just get to it.
Awesome. Well, there it is, guys. You have an opportunity to still become a cast member and part of the actual broadcast and be in that mastermind. Plus, at the very least, get in there and become the fly on the wall. And I'm going to see you in there, and we'll see you in there. We're going to be building an amazing community. We're going to become the messengers that are getting our message out to the world ahead of the curve using this technology that people haven't even heard about yet. And it's going to be absolutely exciting. So make sure you sign up. If you have any questions, you know how to get me. Get me on my Facebook, email me. So just get in touch if you have any questions, and I can answer them for you. And other than that, really, sign up now, get there, and we will see you on the inside.
Love that.
Yeah. All right.
Okay.
Well, bye for now, everyone. It's been an absolute pleasure. I want to thank Anne for taking out her unbelievable and precious time to help educate my community on what it is that we are doing. I've had so many questions, and I really couldn't give them justice, and I begged Anne to take some time from her busy schedule and make sure that she could just, spend this hour, tell you what it's all about, so that you have, no questions now what an unbelievable opportunity this is. And I tell you, we're going to rock and roll this year, and I can't wait to see you.
Yay.
Yay.
Bye-bye, everybody.
Bye.